The countdown is on. The Dallas Cowboys, a franchise woven into the very fabric of the National Football League, are stirring once again. And this time, they're not whispering about potential, they're shouting it from the rooftops. Why? Because Dak Prescott's comeback has not only reignited belief in Big D, it has the entire NFL on high alert. The Cowboys are not just aiming for the playoffs. They're aiming for history. 30 years after their last Super Bowl triumph, the Dallas Cowboys are laser-focused on reclaiming NFL glory, and Prescott is leading the charge with a fire that hasn't been seen in Arlington in decades. Let's rewind for just a moment. It wasn't that long ago that questions surrounded Dak Prescott's future with the team. Injuries, inconsistencies, playoff heartbreak. Critics piled on, questioning whether the former Mississippi State standout was capable of carrying the weight of America's team on his shoulders. But now, heading into the 2025 season, those questions are being answered loud and clear on the field, in the locker room, and across training camps where analysts are reporting a new swagger, a revived energy, and a quarterback on a mission. This isn't just a bounce back, it's a full-scale resurgence. Dak Prescott is in the best shape of his career. According to Cowboys strength and conditioning coach Harold Nash Jr., he's not just physically stronger, he's mentally sharper, more composed, and walking into every meeting room with a confidence that's rubbing off on the rest of the team. He looks like a man possessed, one Cowboys insider told us. Every rep, every snap, every meeting he's locked in. It's like he knows something we don't. And maybe he does. Prescott's off-season training has been relentless. From private workouts with wide receivers like CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks to film sessions that go deep into the night, Dak has made it clear that he's not here for the headlines. He's here for the hardware. The Lombardi Trophy, to be specific, and for a team that hasn't hoisted one since 1996, that mindset is both refreshing and revolutionary. It's not about proving doubters wrong anymore, Prescott said in a recent press conference. It's about proving ourselves right. We know what we're capable of. Now it's time to show it. Prescott's tone has changed. It's no longer hopeful, it's certain. And the rest of the league has noticed. NFL Network analyst Daniel Jeremiah recently commented that Prescott looks like a completely evolved quarterback, more precise, more deliberate, and with a chip on his shoulder that's driving him harder than ever before. The offensive line, anchored by future Hall of Famer Zach Martin, looked rejuvenated with Dak under center. Tony Pollard, healthy and explosive again, fed off the spacing created by Prescott's ability to stretch defenses with accurate downfield throws. CeeDee Lamb emerged as a top-3 wideout, largely due to his chemistry with Dak. And even tight end Jake Ferguson, now considered one of the breakout stars of the league, credits much of his growth to Prescott's leadership. But perhaps what's more impressive than Dak's resurgence is how it's shifted the culture inside the star in Frisco. Head coach Mike McCarthy recently spoke about the locker room transformation. When your quarterback is the hardest working guy in the building, it changes everything. Guys look to him. They feed off that energy. And that's what we're seeing now. There's a sense of urgency, a belief. That belief isn't just internal. Across the NFL, front offices are preparing for a Cowboys team that looks every bit like a true Super Bowl contender. In Las Vegas, odds makers have moved Dallas into the top 5 for championship odds, a jump directly tied to Dak Prescott's rise. In media circles, analysts are comparing this iteration of the Cowboys to the early 90s dynasty days, when Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin ruled the NFL. But comparisons aren't enough. The Cowboys know this. Prescott knows this. It's been 30 years of waiting, hoping, and coming up short. The only way to change that narrative is to finish the job. And that journey begins now. Off the field, Prescott has matured in ways that extend far beyond the playbook. He's become more vocal in team meetings. He's taken younger players under his wing. And after facing personal adversity, including the death of his brother and multiple injuries, Dak's emotional resilience has become one of the defining traits of his leadership. "There were days when I wasn't sure if I'd ever play the same again," he admitted in a recent interview. "But those moments made me stronger. They made me grateful. And they made me hungry." Prescott's hunger has transformed the Cowboys' mindset. Training camp has seen a level of intensity that insiders say rivals the best in franchise history. The defensive unit, led by Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, is feeding off the offense's energy. The offense, in turn, is being sharpened daily by one of the most athletic and aggressive defenses in the league. Iron is sharpening iron, and Dak Prescott is at the center of it all. But even as the Cowboys charge into the 2025 season with momentum, they understand the weight of expectations. Every game, every snap, will be under the microscope. Every mistake will be magnified. But that, Prescott says, is part of the challenge. "We embrace the pressure," he said. "If you're in this building, you know what the star on your helmet means. It means excellence. It means expectation. And it means unfinished business. That business, the quest for Super Bowl glory, has eluded the Cowboys for 3 decades. And yet, for the first time in years, it feels within reach." Prescott's leadership, maturity, and sheer will to win have created a ripple effect across the roster. Veterans are stepping up. Young stars are emerging. And the front office, led by Jerry and Stephen Jones, is fully backing the team's direction, making strategic signings and depth acquisitions aimed at finally pushing the team over the hump. There's no denying the obstacles. The NFC is loaded with talent. Teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and Lions all pose significant threats. But none of them have Dak Prescott and this version of the Cowboys unified, determined, and burning with a sense of purpose that hasn't been felt in Dallas in a very long time. Former Cowboys great Michael Irvin recently said, "This is the most locked in I've seen Dak. He's not just trying to be good. He's trying to be legendary, and I believe he will be." Those are bold words. But in the NFL, boldness often precedes greatness. And Dak Prescott's comeback, defined not just by statistics, but by heart, grit, and vision, may just be the spark that lights the Cowboys' path to a Super Bowl run. The Dallas Cowboys are back. And this time, they mean business.